manage sheep, so that was a bit of a learning curve. I can remember standing in the yards with my husband yelling at me to open a gate, and when you don't know how sheep run through a set of yards and you look around a set of sheep yards and he's yelling at you, open the gate, of which there's, I don't know, 5 or 10 of them, that was probably, that was probably one of my learning things, just how to handle and manage sheep as a thing. Probably for me, as I said, the hands-on side of it I was ready and willing to adjust to. For me it was actually sorting out our domestic situation, because I was working on and off the farm, he was working on the farm, so it was actually how the domestic duties were going to be broken down was sort of, one of the big things in our early marriage. I consider myself a bit of the farm roustabout, so I just did whatever, so it'd be to and from town to pick up things that we needed, certainly in those early days on the weekends when we didn't have a workman, it was out checking lambing ewes, or if we're getting stock in, we're going to shear, just helping muster and shed sheep, and so Sam always runs the book, so I still, probably that role has just morphed over the years, but that's still really what I do. Clarify your roles. So after a few years, we came to the understanding that inside the garden fence was my domain, and we would discuss, but I had ultimate decision, or made the ultimate decision things. Outside the garden fence was Sam's domain, and after discussion he would then make the ultimate decision. And now that my father, who is a 4th or 5th generation farmer, he told me when I got married, if you don't want to do it, don't learn how to do it. So that has come back. That's been a pearl. I dragged my feet about the shearing shed. I now can probably do all the jobs, but over the years I wasn't enthusiastic. There's always the other one that I really probably dragged my feet about was learning how to drive the tractor, and in hindsight, probably with the stress involved when I have had to do it, it would have been easier just to have learnt to be a reasonably proficient tractor driver. Work as a team. It's probably, build that team, even if it's just your husband and you, or, and then when the children come along, integrate them in, that it's a team. Make plans but be flexible, because farming, droughts and rain and, flexibility is a very useful tool to have.
Something always comes up.
Always factor in a buffer in anything you do, so be that a job, because inevitably you start a job and things happen and it takes longer, so just being mindful not to fill your day up, because if you get to the end of the day and you haven't finished your jobs, you feel a bit defeated, where if you've finished and can get something extra done, you feel better about it. Your fodder, factor in a buffer for fodder for drought, so that we've been through in our years of marriage, drought's been a very dominant part of our farming career. And money, have a bit of money there. There's going to be hard times in farming, so just try and have, none of us can have mega bucks, but if there's just a little buffer, good times are always followed by bad times, so you just just be comfortable with that rotation. And for me, just always keep farm safety in mind. I've been around long enough to have seen tragedies.